That is the risk in the supply chain. Okay, four risks. Okay, I will say that one. And the last one is the disruption. But the first three one is also important. We like to give a more explanation for that one. The first one is the significant price increasing. Sometimes when you are managing the supply chain, okay, you will facing the price increase. For example, the oil, the gasoline price change or drop. Okay. And the current rate, the fluctuation, okay, the exchange rate change a lot. Okay, the countries have facing some political issues and the change. Okay, the Trump, the president in the United States, okay, sometimes if he has a bad dream in the mind during the midnight, so next morning he will take a twist, right, and the world will damping, right, change a lot, and he was, did I say that? Okay. Okay. Sounds to me, because I'm my nightmare, so the world's getting better. Okay, whatever he said. Okay. So the current rate fluctuation a lot. So how to maintain your boat stable on the ocean is very important, right? It's dynamic. The water, the wave a lot, so you have to maintain the one. So they need a lot of simulation to know how to control it. So that's during this one, the companies have an uncertainty in terms of the price. Okay. Okay. And the next issue is about the firm reputation. There's a risk about the firm reputation. For example, there's some scandal issues there, or the environmental pollution issues there. So they will affect not only the cost but the reputation of the company. So sometimes the quality issues happens, then you have to switch from one supplier to the other supplier. Maybe the buyers won't buy from you, they will buy from the others. So that's the another uncertainties they are facing. And the other one is lose the IP. Okay. For example, suddenly sometimes they are outsourcing. They're losing the IP development, okay? So they have to do the other thing. So that's another one. So, but we are more focused on the last one, okay? The disruption. Okay? So disruption have several major things. One is the natural, okay? Disruption caused by nature, or the demand shift. Okay? The people don't like this one suddenly or maybe gradually. The demand generated by the capacity fit the available capacity. And those are the issues we want to add in our case. So for example, if we the demand increasing jump a little bit, then but for us we have to take time to add capacity. Okay. Or the demand shifted because the situations that we don't have enough capacity, we are insufficient to meet demand, the people will shift to the other stores. That's also possible. So it always be a challenge to a store. For example, if we take a restaurant as an example, if you have always people queuing in the long line for your product, okay, you are happy because you know people love your dishes, but you also have to worry because if you have so many demands, excess your capacity, maybe we'll have the other store will open next to you, sell the same products, right? So, doing the business is always exciting things because you always have to worry. Okay? You don't have customers, you worry. You have too many customers, you are worried. If you have exactly the same number of the customers, you are worried too because you are worried for your future. So it's not easy to be a boss, right? But that's the source of the profit. Okay, if you don't worry anything, why you have to get more profits than your employees? Right? But in that situations, you have to know that. And also suppliers problem. Okay, the suppliers, they may be unable to provide the goods or the same quality of goods to you, okay, or the service that satisfy your demand. That's very challenged, especially for the old stores. For example, if your store has lasted for 30 years, that's a big problem because remember your supplier maybe died sometimes, right? The new generation will take over the stores. They will change the quality of goods, or maybe they will change the business direction. So it's very difficult to maintain the long relationship with your supplier and also maintain the same quality of goods. Or sometimes you want not only the same quality, you want improve better quality. So that's not easy for long, old stores to maintain their products. Okay. And also the human organization behavior. Okay. Sometimes they will just leave. Okay. Or maybe make mistakes. Okay. Or the strikes. For example, we have suffered several strikes for the airline company. Right, the China airline company strike, and we did not deal it well, such that the following 2 years or next years we have a Evergreen airline have the same strike. Okay, but we are lucky we don't have a real the railroad company strike. No, right? We are not allowed. Okay, but there are nothing called it allowed, right? If you look at the Hong Kong, everything changed. Everything. Okay. But in the British, in the France, the Europe, they have so many the rail station, the rail company have a strike, okay? And even the MRT system they have strike. Okay? Nobody cares. The bus systems strike. Okay. But in Taiwan, I think we don't allow the school strike. Yeah, we said the schools cannot strike, the professors cannot strike. We can just, sorry, bye-bye. That's right. But students can, right? I don't know.
Why are we striking?
Because
I don't know.
it's shouldn't happen. Maybe it's don't happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen before.
But in the United States, when I was student there, I know the RA, the TAs in the Berkeley, University of Berkeley, they strike because they are regarding themselves in the United States, some school, some university, the TA have to be served as a lecturer. So they have, for example, I have to teach 3 hours, right? The TA maybe will teach the 1 hour, 2 hours, the following, okay? And they are regarding themselves as cheap laborers, okay? Because they think, how come the professor have so many payers? And we are TA, we are also sharing the teaching load, right? And we don't have enough, reasonable pay, and we don't have insurance, and most of the TAs are PhD students, okay, in their senior level, so they have a strike. And it's terrible at the time because most of the mathematics classes, okay, the physics classes, the chemistry class, they are shut down. So then they changed the process. So that's kind of surprising because they were thinking about, okay, it's very good, right? The professors teach this one, and when they are doing the practice issue or the basic the materials, they will use the instructors to do that, right? But they don't have enough instructors. Okay, so they are using the PhD students as the instructors there. So the system is very good, right? They pay a low, less payments to the PhD students, and they are happy because they are getting their more money for them, and the university are happy too because they don't have to hire the instructors and such. That's a good system. But suddenly, well, this supply drop. They are on strike. No more. Okay, so they are emergency call. More people come back to teach. Okay, the professors have to go to the practice sections to teach such a, and then after negotiation, they are back to another stable situation. Okay, but the price, the cost, okay, the budget change for that one location change. But depends on how. I mean, this disruption will change the stability of one system to another system, to another stable level. Okay, but we don't know. We don't. It's very difficult to predict which the new equilibrium or the new stable levels will be, unless you do a lot of practice, a lot of simulation for that. So that another one is information technology, and also the could be a disruptions, okay? The system breakdown. Okay? For example, we say, okay, we don't have class today. It's very difficult to take one day off, but we don't have electricity power, and we will say, okay, of course we don't have to come to school. You go to the library, you want to borrow a book. Okay, they said, sorry, today we have the breakout. Okay, the system is not working. The computer is not working, so you cannot borrow a book. Okay. So this kind of a situation, they might happen. The system problem. 2 days ago, I was sitting in a meetings. We are talking about the recovery of the electricity issue. We have several science parks in Taiwan, but during some peak hours, the electricity supply is always short, not enough for the peak hours. And also the quality of the electricity is not good enough. Sometimes the electricity balance will drop. Right? If they are dropped, then they will cost a lot of money to the precise equipment company that one. Okay, they require very high qualities, a very stable electricity voltage there. Okay. So they are thinking about what is the solution, what our solutions could be to maintain the high quality, the level of the system. So they will become a very complicated electricity system, depends on each other. And we are trying to use the, we call it backup systems, the USB, UPS systems, okay, all the distribution, electricity, storage power systems. And unfortunately, if you want to make sure the companies without any loss, the financial loss due to the electricity drop, then you have to recover the electricity in 0.1 second. 0.1 second. But most of the storage systems, the reaction time is 0.12 seconds. So that means that storage system will not benefit, will not solve the problem. Okay? But UPS systems works. They will recover in a 0.02 seconds. But we don't have such size of the UPS can recover the power for the firms. So it's still unsolvable. Right? So the only thing is we can ask the power system, the power plant company say, okay, can you control when you put the electricity to a company, supply the electricity, make it as stable as possible. So you will see the problem is so complicated. Okay, sometimes you cannot solve the problem in this part, but you have to go back to solve the problem in the other part. So that's the situation. The information technology issue. The financial issue is the same. Okay. The bank run, of course, the information, lots of issues. And the other one is the legal issue. Okay, the regulation. The government for some reason, of course, they have their own reason always. Right? They set a new policy there, and they are for some pollution requirement, or they require higher environmental protection policies. They require the water standards higher, such that, or they are increasing the base salary rate for the employees. Okay, for example, another one is that they are forced the workforce to take 2 days off in 7 days. Okay, that is kind of situation, they will change a lot. So for example, the bus systems, the bus company suffer a lot when the government say, okay, the drivers cannot work for 7 days. Okay, they have to take 2 days off, at least 1 day off, and now they even have to get them a higher pay. Okay, as additional extra hours. Then the company say, well, how should I do that? Okay, they don't know how to do that. Why? Because in the past times, all the drivers have their own bus. Okay, they are take care of their own bus. So the vehicle is belong to company, but also only one person will take care of the bus, is the driver itself. Right? Because the company understand if everybody share the same vehicles, nobody care about the condition of the vehicles, the bus, right? They just use the one, and even if it's broken or some misfunction happens, well, we don't care, right? We just drive this route and we will pass the key to another driver and we will leave. But until that situation changed, they changed the system to say, okay, this driver take care of the condition, all condition of this, the vehicle, the bus, okay? So you are charged for the maintenance cost, okay? You have to take care of everything there. Even the passenger complain the bus is too dirty, that's your duty, okay? They complain the chair is not comfortable, it's your duty. Of course, we will, if you tell us, we will fix that for you, okay? So that one. So now we have government say, okay, every 7 days, the driver can only drive 4 days, 5 days, or 6 days. They will take 1 day off. So the company said, wow, that's different, because it means that the vehicle, the bus cannot serve during 1 day. Okay, so every 7 days they have 1 day off. That's a lot of cost to the company. So this kind of policy, the regulation change, will also cost all the systems suffer or maybe facing a big challenge. So they have several issues. Later we will talk about several issues, how to simulate, how to set the process. They always have a trigger issues, then we will talk about it. We will take 10 minutes off. Okay, then we will come back in 10 minutes. Okay, take a break.